Smoke has been detected. Smoke has been detected. Smoke has been detected. Smoke has been detected. Smoke has been detected.
To make this project, we need the Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi, okay? But you can use another Arduino board. You also need the MQ135 sensor, the board. So we can start the setup. So this is the ground to the breadboard. This is the servo motor, which is going to open and close the door. So we connect the data pin, the ground of our servo to the ground of our Arduino Uno board, and this is going to be the VCC 5 volt, and the data pin to pin 5 to the Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi pin 5, just like that. Okay. Next, we need to set up the MQ135 sensor. This is the VCC, okay, and this is the ground, the green jumper wire, and then the blue one is the analog pin AD. Okay, so we connect the VCC to the an external power supply, and the ground to the ground of the external power supply, and to the ground of our Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi board, and the AD pin, the analog pin to Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi A0. This is our DF player menu, which is going to play the audio. Smoke has been detected. We have the SD card, this tiny SD card. We connect this USB and SD card extension to the laptop. Then we insert the SD card adapter into it. This one, insert into it like that. Great. Then insert the SD card into the adapter. This SD card, this tiny SD card, you insert into the adapter. First, format the SD card before adding the audio files. We need to format. Okay, you click OK and wait for a few seconds. Great. You close it. And then next we create a folder named 01, folder 01. Great. Then copy the audio files, these ones, and paste them into the SD card. Copy them and paste them into the SD card, into the folder 01. Name the audio files in order, such as 001, 002, 003, and so on. In this video, we're gonna be using the audio 005. Now you can insert the SD card into the DF Player Mini. So this is the VCC of our DF Player Mini 2-pin 3.3 volt of the Arduino Uno. This is the RX pin of the DF Player Mini 2-pin 3, and the TX 2-pin 2. This is TX of our DF Player Mini pin 2. Great. Now this is the ground. We need to ground the DF Player Mini module like that. Okay, now this is the speaker. This is a 20 ohm 1 watt speaker. So we connect the positive side to the SPK2 pin of the DF Player Mini, and the ground, the minus side, to SPK1 of the DF Player Mini. So as I said, I am feeding the sensor with an external power supply. Great. As you can see, its back LED turned on. This is our door. So if you want to know how I build this door, go to my website, video in the description. So now we need to upload the code, but before that, let me show you the diagram of this setup. This is the diagram. No LED here. And then this is our code. So we need to install this library here, Servo library. You cap and paste into here. Okay, so you need to install the Servo library by Michael, and then you install this one too, DF Robot DF Player Mini, this one. Then we need to create an object for our servo motor. This is the white LED connected to pin 6 of the Arduino Uno R4 Wi-Fi. So I didn't use it, but you can use if you want. Okay, it will act like a light bulb above the door outside. The servo motor is attached to the Arduino Uno are for Wi-Fi pin 5, the sensor 2 pin is 0. So here we need the software library to connect the DF player mini with our board. Okay, so the RX of the DF player mini is the pin 3 of the Arduino, and the TX of the DF player mini is the pin 2, is the RX of the Arduino Uno. Okay, pin 2. So we create this object for our DF player mini. So the smoke detected variable is a bool variable, and we initialize it with the false value, with the value false. These are timing variables. So this is the duration to open the door. So this is the target position of our servo motor and the current position of it. Okay, and this is the servo step interval. So we attach the servo motor to the Arduino Uno pin 5. This is for communication between our microcontroller and our laptop. The white LED is output, is an output, and the sensor MQ135 sensor is an input, because it's going to generate the digital value and send it to the microcontroller. So if the DF player mini is now working, we're gonna print this message. If it is working, we print this one. This is the current position of our servo motor. So we are going to create, okay, to generate the digital value through the analog read function, and then here we are creating the analog value that is going to store, okay, the digital value coming from the sensor, and we are going to print out this value. So to open and close the door, we are using mil function. Okay, when the digital value coming from the analog read function is greater than 17, so if smoke detected is false, which is okay in the beginning, then that means this all statement or code becomes true. If it is true, so we give the value true to the smoke detected variable. Then we are going to close the door, and the white LED is going to turn on, and we are going to play the audio 5, and here we are going to close the door smoothly, okay, using melee function. Yeah. But if, okay, if smoke detected, okay, and this one, I mean, if this one, okay, is false, okay, I mean is true, okay, as you can see, false, this is false. If this is false, I think, and this is, if this is true and this is true, and then we are going to, I think, to execute these instructions inside the if statement, if this statement is true, okay. I mean, if this condition is true, then smoke detected is false, which is true, okay. And then that means no smoke. Then we are going to open the door smoothly, okay. Okay, this is the servo smooth motion, okay. So yeah, all this stuff here, and here we clear the DF player buffer. Okay, that's our code, okay, and I'm going to put it in the description of this video. So you go ahead, you choose your board, and you click on upload ideas with Itamar.
Smoke has been detected. Smoke has been detected. Smoke has been Smoke has been detected. Smoke has been Smoke has been detected. 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 Smoke has been detected.